Happy Friday. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what you guys are doing for science today. Our Friday Aquaponics unit. So we're on the S'more page. I'm scrolling down to get to the 5th grade tab, clicking on it. Okay, this says Tuesday, so I know I'm gonna scroll down even further until it says Friday right here. I passed it a little bit. Friday. Alright, so not math. Now science. So this is saying complete steps 8 through 15 using this link below. So I'm going to click on the link, which will take me to the blend space page that was created by Julie. And I'm going to find steps. So there are 2 numbers on here which make it a little bit tricky. There's numbers up in the top right hand corner, but the one I'm going to be paying attention to is the one that's on the bottom. So I'm going to find step 8 right here. Okay. Clicking on it, and it's telling me to gather these following materials: newspaper, tape, scissors, cardboard, something to use as a weight like a book, and then you're going to go to the next step. So I'm going to get all this stuff, and then I'm going to click on to the next step. So then I'm going to watch this video. Paper table challenge, and then I'm going to follow these instructions right here. So this is going to tell me how to build a table using paper, and build a table that's strong enough to support the weight of whatever we put on top of it. And the reason that we're doing this, if we were in class, you guys would be figuring out how sturdy, like what kind of materials we would need to use to hold the weight of the fish tank plus all of the grow material on the top. Obviously they've already built it for us, but it's just a fun way to figure out what kind of material we would need the best and like which design would work the best. So this is step 11. So this is saying to go to that journal pages, answer the questions on pages 4 and 5 in that journal. And then watching this short video, the essential question, answering the pages, read the guiding question on page 7. And then I'm going to watch the 4 major spheres video, which is something that you guys started talking about with Miss Waterhouse with the other spheres that she's been doing. And then it says to label the parts of the diagram in our journal on page 7 with information from the video. So you're going to be finding those different pictures and labeling what they are. So obviously labeling them by spheres. So this is all that you guys are doing on this website. Now we're going to go back to our 5th grades tab because I didn't close out of it because I need those every day. And then I'm going to click on the YouTube link that will take me to my channel and watch the Aquaponics system video that I have uploaded for you. Something sad has happened, and you guys are going to see that in just a second. So go ahead and start all of this and have a good weekend.
Hello guys. Alright, so we had a couple of issues. Both of our wild onion plants died, or green onion plants died. Over the weekend I noticed that the main stalks of them were getting soft, and then they started falling over, and then the long shoot that was coming out of it also started falling over today. So I was looking at them today and they smelled really gross, and they were also just like falling apart. So I went ahead and threw those out, and we're going to test the water levels because I'm wondering if something is wrong with the water levels, which is why they're not growing correctly or dying. So what we're going to do is just use this freshwater test kit. So I'm going to fill each of these little test tubes with water up until that line, and then add in the different chemicals that we need to test the water, and then gauge it off the back of it to see if they're too high or too low or what we need to do. So let me go ahead and get some water in there. Here are the results from our water testing. So our pH level, all of these right here in this first column are the levels that we want our water at. These different types of chemicals that are in them, we want them right here. And then the ones with the lines underneath them are what our water level is like. So our first one is a 7.6 and it's supposed to be at a 7.0. So you tell me, is this less than, greater than, or equal to? We really want it to be at equal to, because you know this is where we want our water to be. So what do you think? Less than, greater than, or equal to? 7.0, 7.6. Alright, this should be less than. So 7.0 is less than 7 6/10. So this is way too high. Alright, the next one is our high rate pH level. It should be at a 7.5 and ours is at an 8.0. Tell me again, is it less than, greater than, or equal to? Alright, this one is also less than. 7 5/10 is less than 8. So this one is also too high. Our levels are too high. Okay, our ammonia level is supposed to be at a 0 and ours was at a 2. So tell me less than, greater than, equal to. Again, you should have said less than, right? 0 is less than 2. So these levels are also way too high. It kind of seems like that's the case for a lot of these, that our chemical levels are way too high. They're a lot higher than what they should be. So our nitrite levels should be at a 0, but ours are at 2500. So 0.25. Less than, greater than, or equal to 0. 0 is less than 2500. So again, this one is too high. Okay, and our nitrate levels, this one is at a 40, which is where it should be. It should be at a 40, but our level is at a 0. So is 40 less than, greater than, or equal to 0? Well, if we said all of these were less than, then this one is definitely greater than, which means that our levels on our nitrates are too low. So that's kind of interesting to me, and I don't know much about this, which is the whole process of this is for us to learn. So I'm not sure how all of these levels are higher than what they should be, but our nitrate levels are lower than what they should be. So now what, right? We're gonna take 3 steps. Our first one is going to be contacting the people from Symbiotic Aquaponics because they are experts in this and I am not, and we're going to figure out how to fix it. And then our second step would be to fix the problem. I have a couple of ideas on this one. I'm thinking maybe we need fish, right? So maybe the fish being in our bottom tank would help equal out all of these levels, but I also don't want to put fish in there if all of these levels are going to end up killing the fish. And the other idea I have for fixing it would be like cleaning out the water, which sounds weird, right? Like getting new water in there, or putting some kind of like conditioner, not like hair conditioner, but like water conditioner to kind of balance out these levels. And then we would just try it again. So I think, thinking through this, the reason that our plants died, I believe, is because all of these levels were off. So I'm gonna contact them, and I'm gonna fix the problem, and then I'm gonna try it again. And I will definitely keep you guys updated on our aquaponics system.